Thinking Media in association with Boxer Spencer Oliver. Spencer, a big fight night on BT Sports this Saturday. Joyce, Zhang. Just want you to give me like a bit of a rundown. How do you think this fight goes? Because a lot of people are saying Joyce wins this easy, but how does Zhang beat Joyce?
Listen, this is a tough fight. By the way, I've got to be quite careful because I've got Joyce's mum sitting here next to me, and she's already given me a little kick for me and Simon Jordan not mentioning Joe enough in this heavyweight scene right now. So I've got to be very careful what I say. But now, listen, going back to the fight, it's a serious fight. Serious fight. Like Zhang comes with credentials. 2008 Beijing Olympic silver medalist. Lost a close fight to Anthony Joshua in the quarterfinals of the 2012 Olympics. Southpaw, heavy-handed. A lot of people felt he won that last fight on the undercard of Alexander Usyk, Anthony Joshua back in August against Filip Hrgović. He had Hrgović in trouble a couple of times, and yes, it's a tough fight, mate. This guy is a tough fight. You've got to respect Joyce for taking this fight. He's the WBO interim champion, and he says, you know what, why all this is going on with these heavyweights and all these moving parts in the heavyweight division, Joyce wants to box the best. Zhang is the best, of that, and it's a high-risk, low-reward fight for Joyce, but he's put it all on the line. You got to respect that. What I love about both these guys is they're both pure. There's no manufactured shit going on. They go in there. They know what they're both bringing to the table. They know what they're going to do. It's going to lock horns early, mate. It's going to be absolutely explosive while it lasts.
I said to that comment Zhang made in the press conference about that he bangs everything and anything. He didn't understand. He didn't understand it, but I've explained it to him. I interviewed him, and he found it funny.
I'm glad that he did, because when the whole room started erupting after he talked about I come over here and bang everything, when the whole room erupted, he looked a little bit confused. He looked like what was going on here? What have I said that I shouldn't have said? Like, he couldn't work it all out. It was a quite a funny moment, to be fair.
Both men have got tough chins. Do you see this fight going the distance?
No, I don't think it goes the distance. Both guys are too heavy-handed. They're too big stylistically. None of them like to take a backward step. Someone is getting knocked out, that's for sure. I expect that to be Zhang. I think that Joyce is going to prevail, but it ain't going to be easy. There's always that chance, because Zhang, like I say, is a big southpaw. And he's heavy-handed, and we see that he can fight. So it's always going to be a dangerous fight for Joyce, but Joyce has got momentum at the moment. That win over Joe Parker was incredible last time out, and you just feel that Joyce will have too much in the tank, and he'll get him down the back stretch. That's my thoughts.
I just want to talk to you about a couple of other subjects. Your partner in crime, Simon Jordan, leaked something out yesterday saying that he's had rumours about a big four-way tournament going off. You spend a lot of time with Simon, so can you tell us a little bit more about this? Where's he got this information from?
I don't know where he's got the information from. He's just, but wouldn't that be fantastic if we had like Joshua Wilder, Usyk Fury, winner boxes winner, and then we find out who's the best of this modern era right now? That would be absolutely fantastic. It seems weird that Anthony Joshua's pulled out of, fighting now until December as well. Who knows, mate? Who knows? But that's, it'd be an interesting situation if that was to happen. It'd be great, wouldn't it?
Joyce made a comment about age, you're not fighting till December. I think he said something like being frozen up and being put away. Can't use what analogy you use, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I think that I would have liked to have seen Anthony Joshua box again, I think that he needed to. He's still in that rebuilding process, where he's still missing that rawness that was once there, and that ability to punch when he's being punched and letting the combinations go in threes and fours. He's still throwing a lot of singles, and that's not, he's not the finished article right now. I think that teaming up with Derek James is a good move, but I just think that we need more. And if he's going into a situation like that with this four-man tournament, I would have liked to have seen him fight again before that, because I just think that he's not the finished article at the moment. And if he's going in and fight someone like Wilder, he would start an underdog against Wilder at the moment, going off Wilder's last performance and his last performance, which all you can go off. He would start an underdog. So I would have liked to have seen him go through this process of fighting again in the summer, but who knows what's happening, man. Let's see what happens.
Who's the favourite in that tournament?
Tyson Fury would have to be the favourite of that tournament. At the moment, he's the outstanding heavyweight of the division of our modern era. So he would have to start the favourite. Of course he would. You know, he's head and shoulders above the rest at the moment.
We've seen the Wassermans do a Super 6 series before, but if Skills Challenge pull this off, surely this is like the biggest thing ever to hit boxing.
Mate, if this was to be pulled off, it would be the biggest thing ever. You know, like getting 4 of the biggest fighters in the heavyweight division right now to come together and box a semi-final and final. That would be something absolutely insane. It's something that hasn't happened for a long time. And I know the Middle East would have to stump up a lot of money for it, but they've got the money, haven't they? And I think it's what's needed right now in boxing, because these fights are always falling through because of politics and because of money, etc. This is what is needed. So if it comes off, as a boxing fan, I would love that. I would love it.
Definitely. So I just want to quickly speak to you about the Amir Khan situation. We saw a few weeks ago, they came out and said he tested positive in a fight night test, but it's since come out that the levels found in his system, I think you kind of said that it's impossible that he was possibly injected. But from what you've read, what do you make of it all?
Listen, I think that when I first heard about it, I thought, you know what, Amir's been a great ambassador for our sport since a 17-year-old kid boxing in the Olympics. I was absolutely gutted, and I thought that's going to tarnish his career, for the rest of his life, man. And it's such a shame that it's happened, because he's the last person and the most tested person in Britain, by the way, on drug testing. So, yeah.
Why, is that a fact?
That's a fact, yeah. He's been the most tested person in recent times. So I thought, this is just weird to be hearing this. So until his name is fully cleared, it's going to be, I'll be gutted if it is true. But let's see what happens, over the next few weeks, and let's see how it all turns out.
Did you see my interview with Dominic Ingle?
Yeah, I saw little bits of it. Yeah, I saw little clips, yeah.
So Dominic basically said, from what he's researched, I think he said 7 days earlier he tested clean with the Avada test. So to his knowledge, it's impossible for him to put something in his system and test positive. So he believes it's got to be contamination or some sort of supplement.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. That's what I say. Like, I don't know enough about it, and I don't know the ins and outs of it all too much. So let's just see how that plays out. Amir's been a great ambassador for our sport, like I say, over the years, and he's always been by a strict program, and he's been he's always been a clean fighter. So let's just see what happens over the next couple of weeks.
Just quickly touching on Conor Benn, it sounds like Chris Eubank Jr. is set to fight Liam Smith, which leaves Conor Benn without an opponent. Now, what do you make of that whole situation and the way it's playing out?
Conor still needs to clear his name, doesn't he? So until that happens, I think that it's just one of those things. Like they're talking about him, I heard maybe him and Manny Pacquiao now. Let's see what happens. But is he going to box without clearing his name? I don't understand that. Do you?
I think Eddie said something about a Texas license. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yeah, no. But what I'm saying is, why is he continuing boxing without clearing his name? I don't understand. If you've got the evidence, just clear your name. I don't understand that. Do you?
The WBC situation, is that not good enough clearance?
Well, no, the WBC saying it was okay because they don't think he intentionally done it. It's not clearance, is it? Still failed 2 tests. It's not clearance. The WBC have not, what I mean? He's got to provide his evidence to the British Boxing Board of Control. Until he does that, he's always going to have this mark over his name. So, and it's no one else's fault, by the way, because I know a lot of other people getting blamed for it. It's everyone else's fault. Just clear your name, mate, and it's done. I'm pissed off for talking about it all the time, because it's just like that same question comes up and you go, we're no further from knowing the truth about, him clearing his name. We keep hearing the evidence, he's got the evidence there. Well, just give us it then. Done.
Last question, anything else you could tell us about these Saudi rumours? Because the smirk on your face tells me it's true and we're going to be hearing something big very soon.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. This,
you look like somebody that can't keep a secret.
No. Well, listen, I don't know, man. I heard the same rumours as you. Let's see how it all plays out.
Spencer Oliver, I appreciate your time. Thank you, brother.
Cheers.